Welcome back to Chow Time Pod. It's your host, Red. Ideas a day from men only. 67% of men are going their own way as modern women spiral. Please extra them below. I really appreciate that. Let's get a chow. It's chow time.
When it comes to men, if I can give you only one advice that you just have to...
Fellas, welcome back to the channel. Today, we're diving into a striking statistic. 67% of men are going their own way as modern women spiral. We'll explore the reasons behind this trend, the reactions from women, and what this means for the future of relationships and dating. Before we get started, make sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell so you never miss out on our latest videos. Let's jump right in and break it all down.
A few days ago, I've decided to stop playing games and just communicate my feelings openly and honestly towards the person that I'm seeing at that particular moment.
Did it work?
I was left undelivered. He didn't even open it. He didn't even leave me on red. He left me undelivered. The only thing I said was, hey, if I'm honest, I would love to see you again.
And
That's it.
he was like, no.
I'm done with dating. Okay, update. 2 days ago, I sent this message saying, like, if I'm really honest, I would love to see you again. And he left me undelivered, as I said in my previous video. I just checked again. And 38 minutes ago, he opened it. He waited 2 days to open it. So first he left me undelivered. And then he left me on red.
And you still care. I'm almost positive this guy was the Chads of Chads out there.
What the fuck is wrong with people? Honestly.
Here's the thing. This drama queen has been seeing this particular guy for a while in what we can call a situationship. He was serious about her, but she was more interested in boosting her ego and getting validation through playing games. Now, she's decided to stop playing games and is trying to be serious and shoot her shot. Unfortunately for her, he got bored with her antics. He thought she was still playing games, so he decided not to participate and left her undelivered.
Damn right.
It's a classic case of actions having consequences. She spent so much time playing games and seeking validation that when
she said it right in the beginning. I used to play games a lot and I decided not to.
she finally decided to get serious, the guy had already moved on mentally. He got tired of the uncertainty and the back and forth, realizing that he deserved someone who values his time and effort from the beginning. Women often complain about the lack of quality men, but sometimes they need to reflect on their own behavior and how it affects their relationships. This drama queen had a serious guy right in front of her, but her need for constant ego boosts and validation led her to play games instead of committing. When she finally saw his value, it was too late. This is a lesson in understanding that real relationships require honesty, consistency, and effort. You can't expect someone to stick around forever while you figure out what you want. Good men, like the one in this story, will eventually walk away if they feel like they're being played. The guy's decision to leave her undelivered was his way of setting boundaries and protecting himself from further emotional turmoil. He saw through her games and decided that he deserved better.
Do you guys even leave that on? I don't even leave that on. Everybody's just undelivered. They don't get the red messages from me because I turned that shit off because people get fucking anal with that shit. Oh, you read it, but you didn't reply to me. I'm like, because maybe I clicked it on accident and I was busy doing other shit and it hit red and now I'm fucking still busy. So I didn't reply yet. But people get upset.
It's a reminder that men have limits too and won't wait around indefinitely for someone to make up their mind. Women need to realize that playing games and seeking constant validation can drive away good men. It's important to be clear about your intentions and appreciate the people who are genuinely interested in you. If you wait too long or treat someone poorly, you might find that they've moved on by the time you're ready to get serious.
Maybe, guys, that's something to think about before you do this. Because it sucks, okay? It sucks. Not that I am into this guy necessarily, but it sucks still. So I was thinking about this because I recorded the video earlier today, and it was like it was not that I didn't pick up on cues or anything, because he was telling me constantly when he was with me that I was so beautiful and that he really liked me and he wanted to see me and he was looking forward to the next time. He couldn't wait. He even wanted to see me earlier than the day we agreed upon. So I just don't get it. Like, why? Why do something like that? Why? You don't have to tell me that you like me. You don't have to tell me that you think I'm beautiful. And you don't have to tell me that you're looking forward to seeing me again if you're just going to leave me on red.
Let's get this straight. She claimed it wasn't that she didn't pick up on the clues or anything. If she could pick up on the clues, why did she keep playing games?
Yep.
Why didn't she show that she wanted him too and return the energy and interest he was giving her? She ruined everything for herself. She was playing stupid games and finally won a stupid prize. She got the guy bored as his interest declined. So let's be
Yeah, women love to play this hard to get because, men are supposed to chase. Guess what? We ain't chasing, girls. You can play hard to get all you want. You're just going to be lonely and single.
clear. She's the problem. From the start, this guy was serious about her. He showed genuine interest and made his intentions clear. But instead of reciprocating, she chose to play games, seeking constant ego boosts and validation from him. She had the chance to build something real, but she squandered it by not matching his energy and interest. Her actions speak louder than her words. If she truly understood the signals he was sending, she would have responded in kind. Instead, she kept him in a state of limbo, unsure of where he stood. This constant push and pull eventually wore him down. He got bored, his interest declined, and he moved on. Now, she's left wondering what went wrong. The answer is simple. She was the problem. Her inability to commit and return his affection led to the downfall of their situationship. She had a good thing going, but her games and need for validation drove him away. This is a classic case of self-sabotage. She had everything she wanted right in front of her, but her actions pushed it away. It's a harsh lesson in understanding that relationships require mutual effort and genuine interest. Playing games might seem fun in the short term, but it ultimately leads to losing out on something real and meaningful. So, she's the problem here. She had the chance to build a relationship with a serious, interested guy, but she let her games and need for validation get in the way. In the end, she ruined everything for herself. It's a stark reminder that if you keep playing stupid games, you'll eventually win a stupid prize. And in this case, that prize was losing a guy who could have been the real deal.
I don't want to be single. I don't want to be in the streets. I don't want to be outside. I don't want to have to go
Sorry, but you're for the streets.
party and meet people.
Yeah.
I don't want to have these stupid, meaningless ass conversations to get to
Tired
know
ass
people.
niggas what their favorite color
Right.
is your dick big?
Literally. That
I have never asked that. After my divorce, every time I've dated afterwards, I've never asked, what's your favorite color? That shit doesn't even come up anymore.
That's what I want to know. Is your dick big? How much money do you make? Do you have any baby mamas?
Yeah.
Is there anybody out there that
So
you're
I should just go and be like, I have an average size penis. I make 100 grand. I'm only 5'7". My mama's dead. What am I supposed to just go and say all those things or what?
girlfriend or thinks they're your girlfriend? Are there anybody who's ever tried to unalive themselves over you?
Yeah.
Is the dick that good?
Yeah, look,
I need it.
Anybody had any tattoos yet?
Let's break this down. These 304s and so-called bops don't want anything serious.
Oh, thank you guys for telling me what bops was. It's a girl that bops her head back and forth. Could have just called her a chicken head, right? Like, they're just making up so many words and terms for these things. I like the word chicken head better back in the day. It just made more sense.
They're in it for the long haul only if it benefits them. They want sponsors, online ego boosts, and constant validation. Once they've used you up, they'll dump you and move on to the next guy who they believe will pick up where the last one left off. This cycle is all too common. These women are playing the long game for their own benefit. They're not interested in building real, meaningful relationships. Instead, they seek out men who will provide financial support and boost their online presence.
Or
It's all
big
about what they
Ds.
can get out of the situation, not about genuine connection or partnership. When one guy's resources are exhausted, or when they no longer feel that ego boost, they move on to the next target. They don't care about the emotional fallout or the impact on the men they leave behind. It's all about their own gain. This behavior creates a toxic cycle. Men who genuinely want to connect and build something real are left feeling used and discarded. They're treated as disposable, just another step in these women's never-ending quest for validation and sponsorship. It's crucial to recognize these patterns and avoid getting caught up in them. Understanding that some people are only in it for what they can get helps protect yourself from being used.
Yep.
Not every woman operates this way, but those who do are often easy to spot once you know the signs. These women might seem appealing at first.
That's why I love this channel. I love doing what I do. Yes, we get to cover so many different women, so many different little niches of aspects of women that it's a big warning sign for men out there that watch my content, watch all this content, like, oh, shit, she did that? Let me refer back to Red's video real quick. Oh, shit, that was a red flag. Let me keep an eye on that flag. Is it truly a red flag? Did she fuck up? Oh, nope, she really fucked up. That's a true red flag. I'm out. That's what we hope that men absorb from our videos.
They know how to play the game, how to make you feel important and needed. But underneath, their intentions are self-serving. They're not looking for a partner. They're looking for a sponsor.
The one lesson I learned from working with customers, and I'm still learning that, and you guys might say, oh, we already knew that, but some women need to hear it because you guys are anxious. The wall is an urban legend. It does not exist. I actually did not know what the hell the wall was before I started posting on TikTok 1 year ago. When you work with customers, and let me know if you work in like nail, beauty, any kind of industry like that, you see older women getting married and successfully dating all the time. Women that are taken care of, they know what to do with their body type, and they have this feminine energy, this fun, lighthearted, they love.
Do you think they're marrying the men that they want? The millionaires and billionaires that you all crave for?
Life. They never have shortage of younger men wanting to date them their age, older men. I'm sure for older men that are kind, that are decent, it's the same way. But see how I'm not hating on older men. But every time I give like a Slavic woman advice, completely normal advice of not accepting 50-50, only accepting high value dates, I get the wall comments. And I had to look that up. And then I'm like, okay, they're talking about attention. Like my attention decreased right now versus like when I was 22.
No
So
shit.
this is me at 21, 22.
Yeah, you look
Okay,
better.
if you're hating, you have to be realistically hating. Like, you cannot just be like hating out of your ass, if you know what I mean. And also notice how my whole life I look older than my age. So if the wall was real, I wouldn't be popular to start with.
No, it's also called fertility and age. It's not just your looks, girls. Yes, looks is a big part of it, but fertility is the other big part of it.
Because I already look old. So yeah, don't be chronically online is what I'm trying to say. As a woman, as a man, I'm not even talking. Like, if you're that full of hate, literally you're motherless. I don't know, go fix your relationship, go seek therapy, or I don't know, become gay.
Well, you're fatherless. Well, why don't you go seek therapy and become a lesbian?
But if you're a woman, you don't have to worry. Just trust me. Just trust me.
If she's truly secure, why is she making this video? The fact is, she's not secure. That much is clear. She knows the wall is unforgiving, and she's aware of its existence. The biological clock waits for no one, and she's just projecting her insecurities. As they age, their options in the dating pool decrease. Let's break this down. She's putting on a show of confidence, but her actions betray her true feelings. If she were genuinely secure, she wouldn't feel the need to broadcast it to the world. Instead, she's making this...
Guys, I'm super secure. I'm like the securest motherfucker out there, guys. Who was more secure than this motherfucker right here? Yeah, that sounds cringy as fuck. Like, who does that?
Video as a way to mask her insecurities, to convince herself and others that she's got it all together. The reality is, the wall is real and unforgiving.
It really
It's a
is.
concept that refers to the natural aging process and how it affects dating prospects, particularly for women. As they age, the number of available options in the dating pool often decreases. This isn't about superficial...
Okay, it's not even just the number of available men are decreasing. No, it's also the top echelon men have disappeared almost from that fucking roster. That's what's happening.
It's about the biological clock and societal perceptions. She's well aware of this, even if she doesn't openly admit it. The biological clock is ticking, and it's a stark reminder that time isn't on her side. This ticking clock creates pressure, leading to anxiety and insecurity. She knows that as time goes on, her chances of finding a partner who meets her standards diminish. In making this video, she's trying to assert control over a situation that feels increasingly out of her hands. It's a way to cope with the fear of losing options and the uncertainty of the future. By projecting confidence and security, she hopes to mask the underlying anxiety that comes with the passage of time and changing circumstances. This projection of insecurities is common. Rather than facing the reality of the situation, it's easier to put on a facade. But the cracks in that facade are evident. If she were truly secure, there would be no need for this performance.
I mean, that's why they call him Father Time. He's consistent. Always gonna be there. You're never gonna outrun Father Time. Mother Nature, she's quite inconsistent, quite crazy. You don't know when the weather's gonna go down or up. You don't know when the volcanoes are gonna erupt, because that's women.
True security doesn't require validation from others or a public display. As they age, the dating pool inevitably changes. The options decrease and the pressure increases. This isn't a reflection of their worth, but rather the dynamics of time and biology. It's a tough pill to swallow, but acknowledging it is the first step toward genuine self-awareness and growth.
How to get in a guy's head. How to make him freaking obsessed with you. Now, I don't know if you're going to want to do this, because they are going to be all over you. There will be no more chasing needed by your end. They're going to be wrapped around your little finger.
There we go.
Number 1, text him his name and then don't answer. None. Done. We're ghost. We're gone. There is no response after that. He is going to be first kind of freaking out, kind of shitting himself, but then he's going to get into like, oh crap, I really want to know what she wants to say, whatever, and be so invested in you and in that conversation.
This has never happened to me. Women have texted me this all the time. I just put a question mark and that's it. Like,
conversation for as long as you don't answer. And then once it is a couple hours, and when I say a couple, I mean about 4 to 5 hours later, then you can say, oh crap, I totally forgot what I was going to say. He will be wondering about it for days. Number 2, hold eye contact with him. It makes him so nervous and it creates like this sex drive, and it'll make him want you even more. No. It'll make him start that obsession.
It actually annoys the shit. Okay, I go tell you guys, I go to the cafe a lot, right? All the girls think they're fucking hot shit. They will stare me down as they're walking across from me, and I will stare the shit out of them. I will not break eye contact at all, and then they will bow their heads in shame. That's what you should be doing. You want to fucking stare me down? Who's gonna win?
Keep the eye contact like very strong and very not weird and awkward, but just like you're actually looking at him and you're looking directly into his eyes. My favorite thing in the world is telling a man that you don't know if he's your type. You're still kind of figuring it out. Now that
just tells me I'm not your type, so I'll just move on. I literally got told this all the time, that I'm not their type. Well, congratulations. You just disqualified yourself. Thank you.
Make him want to be your type. This will make him want to figure out what your type is and be that person for you. And he's going to be invested into thinking everything that you want from him, and he's about to do that. Because men can't lose, and now it's a game to him. And last but not least,
men lose constantly. Our life is of loss majority of the time. Very, very rarely are we winning in life majority. You know, like a big part of my life is still being a loser in a sense. Only more recently I'm not a loser, and it's not a big chunk of my life. So
please tell him that you feel safe with him. Guys love to be in their masculine era, and if you tell him that you feel safe with him, then he will be in that masculine era, and that is exactly how he wants to feel with a woman. So
I will agree with that.
Use this wisely.
Where are these people getting their information? Women who engage in this kind of behavior aren't real women. They're girls.
Yeah.
Real women don't play these kinds of games. Ladies who indulge in this drama and head games bring nothing to the table. They're stuck on themselves, believing they actually matter more than they do. Let's break it down. These so-called ladies who play games with men's emotions are doing nothing but keeping themselves and other single women in a perpetual state of drama. They're teaching others how to manipulate and play games, which ultimately leads to more single women and unhappy relationships.
And not just that, leads to more fuckboys going out there fucking you over.
It's exhausting for everyone involved. Why do they do it? Because they're stuck in this mindset that they're more important than they actually are.
True.
They believe that playing hard to get or toying with men's emotions makes them more desirable. But the reality is, it's just tiring. It's not entertaining to anyone involved. So why not step out of that villain era and just do fun things? Why not focus on building genuine connections and enjoying life without all the games? The days of obsessing over women are long gone. Men have found more peace in their own presence than in any relationship filled with manipulation and drama. Men today value their peace of mind. They've realized that being in a relationship with someone who constantly plays games and creates drama isn't worth it. It's far more fulfilling to focus on personal growth, hobbies, and spending time with people who genuinely care about them. This shift in perspective is important. Men are no longer willing to put up with the emotional manipulation and head games. They've learned to value themselves and their time. They've found that they're happier and more content on their own than in a relationship filled with unnecessary drama. So, to all the women out there who think that playing games makes them more desirable, it doesn't. It just drives men away and keeps you stuck in a cycle of unhealthy relationships. It's time to grow up and realize that real connections are built on honesty, respect, and genuine interest. Men aren't looking for someone who brings drama and games to the table. They want someone who is mature, genuine, and interested in building a real relationship. They're tired of the games and the manipulation. They want peace and happiness, and they found that in their own presence more than in any relationship with someone who plays games.
I'm so over dating apps, so I'm determined to meet somebody out in real life. That being said, I live in Los Angeles. Where do you meet people in real life? Because I feel like going to the bars, you don't really meet the right kind of people. Usually, I need more recommendations, so please comment below.
Go to the bowling alley, ladies. There's plenty of people like me out there in the bowling alley. If you like people like me, at least.
Let's help each other find places to meet potential partners in real life.
Here's the hard truth. Good men aren't interested anymore. They've checked out in droves, and it's no wonder why. Women today often don't seem worth the time and effort. Think about it. Men are tired of dealing with the endless games, the drama, and the constant emotional manipulation. They're fed up with being taken for granted and disrespected. It's no longer worth their time to invest in relationships that bring more stress than joy. Modern dating has become a battlefield where genuine connection and mutual respect are rare. Women often hold impossibly high standards while offering little in return. They demand attention, gifts, and unwavering support, but rarely reciprocate with the same level of commitment and care.
True.
Many women today are more focused on their social media presence and validation from strangers than building a meaningful relationship. They prioritize their own needs and desires above those of their partners, creating an unbalanced dynamic that leaves men feeling unappreciated and undervalued. This lack of reciprocity and respect has driven good men away. They've realized that their time and energy are better spent elsewhere,
Damn right.
on personal growth, hobbies, and friendships that offer real support and appreciation.
Get to the
They
gym.
no longer see the point in chasing after relationships that only drain them emotionally and mentally. Women need to take a hard look in the mirror and acknowledge their role in this shift. If they want to keep good men interested, they need to step up and offer the same level of effort and commitment. They need to stop playing games, stop taking men for granted, and start valuing genuine connection over superficial validation.
Shoutouts to men only. I've only experienced this after my divorce and I started jumping back into the dating market, that women play these types of games and they're playing it constantly. Or at least for the first few women I met. But then afterwards, I was able to understand how to vet them during the chatting process beforehand. But yeah, women love to play these games and they blame it on men and say that men love playing games. Please subscribe down below. I really appreciate that. Catch you guys next time. Ciao.